Only in Houston can you have a slab, a lifted truck, and a Nissan Altima almost run into you at the same exact intersection.
Gotta love it.
Welcome to Southwest and Normal.
Today, we're talking Houston culture, fake luxury, HEB addiction, and financially irresponsible decisions.
After that, I'm forcing him to build his dream life with only 15 bucks.
So if you've ever survived Houston traffic or spent too much money trying to look successful,
You're in the right place, baby. We've got a new segment here, and it is going to be so good. We are so pleased to have the mayor of Fort Bend County, Mr. Ashton St. here in the studio with us. We're calling this our Mayor Ashton Addresses the Masses. Mayor Ashton, what is something that tells everybody else that a person is from Houston?
well, quite a few things that can tell you're from Houston, I think. Or especially if we know an outsider is coming into Houston. You know,
Okay, yeah.
So I think your biggest things that you got, we know the feeder roads. That's very unique to Houston. Houston is the king of freeways, it seems like.
Yeah, we have some of the widest.
We have the
freeways.
widest in the world, the Katy Freeway.
It is very wide.
It's like 26 lanes.
It's amazing.
That's like 7, 2 and 2 of the tollways, and then 3 and 3 of the feeder roads.
Feeder roads.
Yeah, which is included in the freeway. And feeder roads is basically these roads that run parallel to our freeways, and they're your get on, your get offs, your turn off.
Yeah, people don't have feeder roads in the rest of the country.
It's weird to think about though, because it's like, all right, what do they do when they need to exit?
Yeah, so I grew up in St. Louis.
Yeah.
When you need to exit, you exit. There is no feeder road, so you exit. If you miss that exit, you go down to the next exit, which could be 10, 20 miles.
But then, like, what? You're just coming to a complete stop in the middle of the freeway to take your turn, coming at 10 miles per hour?
There's an exit onto the crossroad.
Sure.
That's it, though.
That's just unique. Well, then that brings us to the next one that makes it Texas U-turns, something we have.
Yeah.
So if you do miss your exit on this freeway, you can go down to the next one and do a nice zippy U-turn, not wait at any red light, and you go underneath the overpass, no traffic, no anything.
Uniquely Texan.
Yes.
Uniquely
And it
Texan.
works. They're pretty awesome.
They are the best.
Yeah, and I know if someone's not from Houston just by how they drive.
So if I miss my exit to like HEB and then I just do the little U-turn, then I can go back down to the other one.
Yeah.
Do
Well,
a U-turn there.
because there's going to be an overpass about every mile, I want to say.
That's pretty close.
Hey, if you're on the freeway.
Yeah.
And then you're going to have a U-turn. So you just got to go down a little bit more, then you're good.
Okay.
You didn't miss anything.
I agree.
So if you're confused driving on these freeways and confused at a Texas U-turn or confused on the feeder road, we know you're not from Houston.
what about having an allegiance to something as simple as a grocery store or a gas station?
Well, we have a little bit of both here. We have our HEBs that everyone's super loyal to. I mean, it's kind of the best. Like, you don't want to go to a Kroger or anything else again.
You really don't.
Or Safeway or any of that. You want
Safeway?
Yeah.
Is there a Safeway here?
There's still a Safeway over by my grandmother's spot.
Okay.
Over her farm in Colorado. But that's,
In Colorado.
Exactly. We're in Houston. HEB is where you go. If you're just moving here, go get you at the HEB. That's your place. It's got everything. In fact, the new ones have like bars in them and barbecue restaurants.
They're pretty crazy.
I mean, they got curbside. You can just pull your car up and they come load your trunk up for you.
There's the HEB Plus too, and you can get like TVs and couches.
Everything. It's like a Walmart superstore. But I mean, it's HEB. It's hard to explain it until you experience it. If you're visiting Houston, just shoot me a text and I'll take you out to HEB.
Just HEB though.
No, and then I'll take you to my other favorite spot, which is very Texan, very Houston. Actually started in Houston, just outside of Houston. So you have Buc-ee's.
It is just outside of Houston.
Yes.
Lake Jackson.
Yeah, that's where it started, Lake Jackson. So just outside of Houston, same thing though. Everyone just outside of Houston claims Houston.
So Mayor Ashton, what's a Buc-ee's?
Buc-ee's is the ultimate, I can't even call it a gas station. It's the ultimate superstore where you get gas at it.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
Because you do have a full restaurant in there. I mean, nowhere to sit, but some great barbecue, some great foods, all homemade. It's pretty good.
You got tacos. I hear their tacos are amazing.
Sandwiches.
They have the best, and I've never seen it anywhere else, It's a beef jerky whole
Every flavor.
case. Not like, here's, come buy beef jerky. It's like a deli.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
It's pretty awesome. And you know what lately I really like from them? Are their chicken tenders. They're like still
Really?
better than Cane's. They're good, man.
That is blasphemy.
Dude, no. The one
They are not better than
the
Cane's.
Buc-ee's. No, dude, they're good size, not those little cane little shrimps.
Okay.
And they're pretty darn good.
Okay.
The only problem I have with it is they give too many fries, which I never thought I would say.
Aw,
It's just never ending.
Pobrecito, too many fries?
Well, I'd rather them give another tender. But
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
Well, the other thing that they have that I love is they do fresh chips. Mm-hmm. So they slice them there, I guess, and they deep fry them.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh my gosh, they're amazing.
they got some good stuff there. Buc-ee's is, and then you also have the store in Buc-ee's too, where you can buy all sorts of merchandise. Heck, you can buy smokers, you can buy everything
that's
there. I mean, it's cool. Buc-ee's you have to experience, but sadly, it's no longer gate kept to Houston and Texas anymore.
There is in the Midwest a thing called Wally's.
I've been to Wally's.
Wally's is pretty good. It's as close to Buc-ee's as I think that you're going to
The
get.
closest, actually, what I've seen to Buc-ee's is Wall Drug. Have you ever been to Wall Drug?
in South Dakota.
Yes. That is the closest thing to Buc-ee's you can get, and people come from all over to Wall Drug, and they love it, and they do it. I'm like, that's
It's a
just
mecca.
But I'm like, that's just everyday life to me right here. I got a Buc-ee's every 10 miles.
Agreed. We have a Buc-ee's in Katy.
Yeah.
We've got a Buc-ee's in the Woodlands. We've got a Buc-ee's in Sugar Land. We've got a Buc-ee's. Like, they're everywhere.
They try to put them on road trip spots, but now it's just gotten so big, they're in every suburb.
Well, it used to be, my favorite thing about Buc-ee's is they always outdo themselves.
Yes.
So they used to be, the Katy one was the largest.
Yeah.
And it had like 80 pumps or
It
something
used
like
to
that.
be for like a year.
And it had like 130,000 square foot shop, right? But then, I don't know, there's the one up by Texas Motor Speedway.
That one's huge. Before Katy, you had the biggest one was the one halfway from Houston to San Antonio, and
Luling.
yeah, which I always love that one.
That Luling one is my favorite Buc-ee's.
Yeah,
That's my Buc-ee's.
Now the one in Sugarland, I like it. It's smaller. It's not too much. But if you look into why they built it there, because sometimes you'll be like, well, look, it's not on a major road. It's not on anything. It's actually because they built it there knowing the 99 and Fort Bend Toll Road expansion coming later. And so then in 10 years, it's going to be like, oh, well, that makes a lot of sense. That's a major intersection. Of course there's a Buc-ee's there.
Yeah, they're smart
But
over
it's
there.
just there early. So yeah, it's fascinating stuff.
It is such a
If you tune into one of my mayor's videos that I release every week, I'll actually be talking about that here in the next couple weeks.
Yeah, go to his Instagram and check out all of that.
It's everything about Fort Bend. But then there's one more thing I want to bring up, how we know you're not from Houston.
Okay.
And this is more of a pronunciation thing.
okay.
It is. So like if I were to spell, okay, like think about it. Like if we went in Houston, we have Kuykendahl. How do you think you spell Kuykendahl?
I have a big problem with the Kuykendahl Street, which I know how it's spelled. How you should spell it is Kuykendahl. Kuykendahl.
And it's spelled-
Or HL, maybe. It's
Yeah. And it's spelled Kuyk.
K-U-Y. K.
There's
No R.
No R. And then Endahl.
That's Kuykendahl or Kuykendahl.
But that's Houston.
or-
That's Houston. If you don't know how to pronounce Kuykendahl, you're not from Houston.
That is insane to me.
Another one is, everybody knows Whataburger now.
Yeah, Whataburger.
Okay. But how do you spell it?
How do you actually spell it?
No, how do you spell it? Yeah. Like the brand right now.
I spell it WHATA burger.
So I guess technically it is what a burger.
What a burger.
But if you're from here, it's Whataburger.
It's Whataburger. It's not like
It's not some people go crazy and they go water burger, but it's Whataburger. It's
it is not
Whataburger.
Whataburger.
It's Whataburger. The commercial back in the day.
Yeah.
Whataburger. No.
It's Whataburger.
He goes, Whataburger. Just like you like it. That's how it is.
We got to bring back some of those old commercials.
Dude, those are
dude.
great.
Dude, Whataburger old commercials were amazing. Have you seen the Whataburger stuff that you can get for Christmas now that are the big blow ups? You can get the fries or the standee and it's like 6 feet tall or whatever. I don't know why. I just want one.
Oh, let's get one.
Yeah. I want one, and then I want the big neon sign that says "Don't mess with Texas."
That one's pretty awesome. I love that one.
There's no other state in the union that takes so much pride in its state than Texas.
That's why I love Texas. That's the thing. I mean, I don't know. I was born in Texas. I want to die in Texas. I love Texas. And that's it. And I love the pridefulness of Texas. Well, I think it's because we were our own country at one time. Most people don't understand that.
Yeah.
Before you went to the United States, Texas, true Texans, got their independence from Mexico, and they were their own country for 10 years.
Agreed.
And it's some of the coolest history, I think. You know, all these famous ones, the Alamo and everything. You know, we lost that battle in our Texas independence, but everyone remembers the Alamo. Actually, the battle we won that really gained us our independence was right outside of Houston itself, San Jacinto.
Right. Yeah. And the Alamo, we did lose the Alamo, but we lost it not on purpose, but we lost it purposefully. Right, we held on in order to
igniting our people, though, and then they gave them enough time to bring the other people in,
to bring everybody through.
Yeah, it's fascinating stuff.
So, Texas, man, there is some pride going on. That just unmatched.
When Texas was its own country, where do you think the capital was? Was Houston?
Is that true? Mm-hmm. I don't know that much.
It is.
It's just crazy. But
then Houston,
literally no other state.
But Houston would never have been a thing if you really want to go back, because at one time Galveston was the biggest city, and everybody went to Galveston until the hurricane in 1900.
Yeah.
And then that was the most devastating storm ever in United States history, with most casualties. Yeah. And then it made everyone
to this day.
And it ended up bringing everyone 60 miles inland too.
So funny story about that. That's why the seawall exists.
Yes.
Right? Because they didn't have that before. And the hurricane came through. It literally flooded out the entire island.
The whole island. They had a 10-foot storm surge, and the whole island was only 4 feet above the ocean.
Yeah. So everything was underwater. Think like Japanese tsunami. Yeah. Right? That's about what.
But without the big old huge wave. Just know the water
or any thing to help anybody ever.
Just the water. Oh, and then they ignored all the cues of a hurricane coming in from Cuba.
Yeah.
They ignored them all. And so everyone's just living. But at one time, that was the most prosperous city in the South. It was called the Queen City of the South. Yeah. You had your gambling, you had the drinking. I mean, it's during Prohibition, too. It's all the money. Every big name had a house out in Galveston. It was...
And that's when we had to... They were the first ones to free slaves.
They were. Well, that's where Juneteenth comes from. I find it interesting it's celebrated everywhere because it's actually a true Texas holiday.
Yeah.
Like growing up, before it was a national holiday, it was always celebrated in our schools and everything.
Yeah.
Because it is truly, Galveston was the first to free it, and Juneteenth is actually started in Galveston. June 19th, what was it, 1865, I think?
Hey, your memory would be better about that than mine.
I could be wrong on that, but it's fascinating. I mean, I've always known about the holiday growing up in the schools here in Texas.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, I'm like, oh, it's a national holiday. Great. But it's like, where did everyone else celebrate? It's a Texas holiday.
That's right. That's right. Well, and then so they did that. They freed the slaves and all of that. And it was kind of like the push, the impetus for the rest of the country.
It was.
Right?
It's fascinating.
So we're just better than everybody.
Texas started it.
Yeah. Texas is the front runner.
Yeah.
The leader.
We're the leaders of
And Galveston rebuilt. They built the seawall. Now it's just filled with like luxury houses.
A little bit. It's a little sad. I wish it could rebuild to what it was. And as it was, everybody wanted to come out to Galveston.
You still have the historic stuff there.
You do, but you don't have, I'm telling you, like Al Capone, he was out there every week. Like it was that kind of place.
You want it to be like a Vegas.
Let's make it Vegas in the South. That would be awesome.
You want an Atlantic City here.
No, not Atlantic City's gross. I wanted to. Man, it was cool,
Okay.
There's times I'm like, man, Tillman Fertitta, just go in there, buy all of Galveston, bulldoze it all, and let's just make it cool.
Well, I think if anybody can do it, Tillman Fertitta.
Well, he's got half the island already going. They're opening that Margaritaville there next year.
Oh, I didn't know Margaritaville.
Yeah, Margaritaville's coming in, and they're going to get they're going to the north part of the island, I believe.
Are they doing the whole hotel?
Hotel, resort, everything. They're getting their whole 5 acres. It's going to be pretty cool.
On the East Beach? Okay.
It's going to be really, really cool.
Interesting. That'll be really fun.
And it'll be great for the island.
And it'll be luxurious.
It will be. They're trying to bring in that crowd because it's not their fault. The water's a little nasty. That's the Mississippi River's fault. We get the silt from it. We're on the east of the Mississippi, on the west of the Mississippi River. So you get all the silt. But lately, the past few times I've gone up there, it's been pretty blue.
Thing is, everybody wants like clear water. I honestly, as a fisherman, I prefer brackish water.
Well, and the fishing, Galveston has some of the best fishing. It really is. I've gone deep sea. I've done everything. In the bay, Galveston has some great fishing.
Well, the brackish water, which is just when the salt water mixes with the fresh water, that creates this silt, right? All the dirt and stuff gets kicked up, and it creates this weird ecosystem where
it only pushes it west.
Yeah, and you can have freshwater fish and saltwater fish all in the same water because it's not too harmful for either. So we'll get sharks running all the way up Brazos.
Oh, it's great. Well, no,
right?
I mean, my parents have my family's got a home on the San Bernard, and that's got some of the greatest fishing because you'll get all the fresh fish, and then a couple months out of the year, you get the reds running up and everything.
That's right.
And you get the sharks, you get the alligators, you get everything.
You get a little bit of everything.
It kind of makes it cool, but you could go sit out there all night and catch fish after fish after fish.
It's like Houston. You get a little bit of everything.
A little bit of everything.
So that leads me right into it, right? So in Houston, we got a little bit of everything here. We got houses running from all the way down to the 200s, which I think is the new, I really think the new entry point is like 300, right?
You can still get in the twos.
You can get in there. It's going to be maybe not something that you would prefer. Right?
Not something you want to be there longer than 5 years.
Older, yeah. A lot older, maybe a lot smaller, maybe in a worse neighborhood, whatever. The true new entry point that I see is like in the 300s.
To get everything they want, I think so. Or, not everything you want, but, to have a nice looking home. In fact, I've been seeing it with some of my first time home buyer clients, is if they can get up from just in the twos to that 300 range, you have a good looking house you could raise a family in.
Oh, it's a world of difference.
It is. It's insane. And only if you wanted to work it out, if you were getting a loan, if it only makes it up $200 more a month or so.
Yeah.
And you can get, it's a world of difference.
A huge. And then if we go all the way to the extreme end, right? See, we got everything, we have lower, right? You could buy a lot for $10,000. So you get a lot for $10,000 all the way up to like the extreme home prices, luxury acreages that are in the 10 million, 15 million, $20 million range. We've got a pocket right here in Fort Bend that is off of Williams Way.
Yeah.
That's typically where the like ball players.
I know Dwight Howard used to live in there.
Yeah.
Because he was big in Richmond. Yeah.
And that's where, so I did a map and looked at where all of the most expensive homes are. The highest concentration of expensive homes is here in Fort Bend on Williams Way, right? Because we also have another neighborhood, a little neighborhood called River Oaks in Houston, that everybody likens to think that they go, oh, that's the most expensive.
That is your most famous bougie neighborhood, though. I mean, they have everything comes into it. Even that nice neighborhood in Richmond doesn't have its own police department, its own country club, its own everything. It's just, and let me tell you, when you're spending that much money in Houston and Richmond specifically, you are getting every bit of it. It's not like if you're listening from another state, oh, this house, 10 million, they're getting a 5-bedroom or something. This is 20 rooms, multiple living rooms, on an acre, on everything. Yeah.
And let's talk about luxury for a second. I don't think there's a difference between wanting luxury, true luxury, and wanting to seem luxurious. Okay. So the typical price point to be considered luxury is $750,000.
But now they have a new category, right? You have ultra luxury now, right?
Yeah, but they always break it down by price point.
Yeah.
Which that doesn't make a whole lot of sense because you can buy a piece of land that has a 1-bedroom shack on it, technically a house, and it might be $40 million, right?
Depends on how desirable land is. Yep.
So with that, you have to look at like, what is actual luxury? What does that person look like? What is that mindset? And that mindset isn't, I want 5 bedrooms. I want a kitchen island with granite countertops, blah, 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 right? And granite is kind of out right now, so it doesn't really matter. But the luxurious piece of luxury, the person who's looking at these houses is what most people want to know. Like, what do they do? What are they doing for a living? The type of person who's looking at luxury is looking for privacy. They're looking for seclusion, most likely. Or they're looking for entertaining. They're looking for space. They're looking for legacy. And I say legacy, I mean like they want to make sure that this home that they are moving into, that they're building, is going to last them a long time. So they're not necessarily looking for production. So a production home is something that somebody makes, some builder makes, and they make 400 of them, right? A true luxury home, I would consider, is the highest level finishes, something you will never have to worry about. And if you do, you are aware that you are taken care of, right? So I work with a luxury home builder called G&G Designs, right? They are, in my opinion, the most and best custom home builder in the market in Houston, I would venture to say in Texas.
And they have every finish, everything you could want.
Every wall, let's just go just walls, right? When you walk through a house, you don't typically go, oh, look at these walls. These are amazing walls. Every wall is a level 5 finish.
Really?
So that means that when you're putting your sheetrock up, you have no seams, okay? It is flat and it runs the entire length of that wall, right? So, and there's no texture on it. Which means that you cannot hide any imperfections. So the reason there's texture on your walls in your house is to hide any imperfections, hide seams, hide, dents, whatever. Every home that they build has a level 5 finish, not just in the house, mind you. Okay, so this isn't just in the bedroom. This is everywhere inside the house, and it's in the garage.
Oh, really?
It is insane. Their floorboards, right, are these custom 6 to 8 inch floorboards.
Oh.
Okay, so very tall.
High up. I like that look too.
Very, very
they
tall.
do the same from the
top, they'll do crown molding, and a lot of times they'll do double crown molding. So they'll do a crown mold, and then underneath that, they'll do a custom secondary crown mold that matches and flows into the initial one.
That's good looking.
Okay? That's just the wall. This is the stuff you don't watch.
We're not talking about any of the actual cool features.
Right. This isn't the cool stuff.
Yeah.
The stuff that's amazing for me, for somebody who's looking at luxury, and the things you're going to want to look for are, is the house fully insulated? Now, what I mean by that is like a true spray foam insulation throughout the entirety of the house to create this icebox type of feeling, right? So when you have the air conditioner on, that air conditioner is going to run, it's going to get it to a certain degree, and it's going to keep it there, right? If you have leaky windows and leaky door seals and your attic isn't sealed, right, all of your air goes out through your attic. So a lot of older homes have this issue. I can almost guarantee you that in a house that G&G builds, 5,000 square feet, that price that they're paying per month on just their AC bill is less than what you're going to pay on a $2,000 square foot home that was built in 1980.
Because it's that.
It is that good.
Yeah, wow.
They also have 22 SEER HVAC units that they put in every single house, and it's typically 2 units to cover 2 separate areas, right? And zoned, and pulling in fresh intake air, and it's going to be warranted. And like, there's so many things that are behind the walls in his builds, in G&G's builds, that are massive. One thing that you don't even think about is the shower, right? So when you get in the shower, if you are looking at luxury, you don't want to have to worry about like, is my shower mildewy and clean? And oh my gosh, is it going to leak underneath, right? Well, it's all tiled floor to ceiling. It's actually a wet area, right? So we're talking, everybody's seen them. You have the bath included with the shower area, right? So probably, let's call it a 12-foot, 15-foot span by a 9-foot span of shower, and then the tub is off to the side in one particular build. So you have the tub, shower, it's got a glass wall.
It's all inside, encompassed in it?
All inside this restroom area in the master primary retreat. Okay. So then you have this double-headed shower. It's got rain heads. It's got the whole 9 yards. It's sexy. It's beautiful. It makes you feel great, right? More than that, though, the shower itself, behind the walls, take all the tile off, take everything else off, which is grouted and laid immensely. You have this whole system. They use a company called Schluter. They are certified in Schluter, that prevents moisture from getting into the walls, into the cracks, into the crevices, right? So if you ever have a leak, right, which shouldn't happen according to this system.
Sure.
But if you do, they send one of their guys out and they repair it for you. So this isn't like, oh no, I have a leak in the wall and now my drywall is nasty, because guess what? It doesn't have access to the drywall. This it's insane.
And we're just talking, this is still just things that you shouldn't be thinking about, but it's got.
Yeah. And you're not even talking about like the cute little, I say cute,
we're not talking about what the kitchen looks like.
The Thermador, 6 top with a griddle and double oven, right? We're not talking about that. A 48-inch area to do all your cooking on, right? We're not talking about the giant walk-in butler pantry that has its own fridge. We're not talking about the giant walk-in laundry room, right? That has space for your washer and dryer, of course, right? But counter space all the way around. It's essentially a bedroom size. So we're talking like 14 feet by 12 feet.
I've seen one like that lately. They are cool.
They're amazing.
Those big ones. Oh my goodness. I saw one recently. I don't know if maybe G&G does it too, but they had in this laundry room off their kitchen.
Yeah.
They did 2 washers, 2 dryers.
Yeah.
And then they had a double oven in there too.
Okay.
So if you needed extra cooking or you were going to bring something out later to your dinner party.
Okay.
And I was like, oh, that's a cool
So
little
it's
feature.
kind of like a double room, right?
Yeah. I mean, it's as big as a bedroom. The island's huge in the middle. So perfect. You get all your laundry out. You fold it right then and there. You have all the room to keep it in the laundry room. So you're not just going to dump it in your room somewhere and get to it whenever.
That is, that's great. I personally wouldn't want my oven in my laundry room.
But it's a spare oven. They have one in the main kitchen. This is just your extra.
It's the extra oven. It's the Thanksgiving oven.
And I thought that was a neat little feature.
That is.
And then, they got the sink for the, because it's still a mud room, your back door's on it. So there's a sink. You can wash everything off. They had a homework desk in there. I'm like, it was just, maybe it was like, maybe I don't need to do all this in my laundry room. But
That's
it was like a cool feature to see.
It is a cool feature. That's a fun, catch-all room that they kind of turned it into.
And I've been seeing dog washes in them too. A big old shower for your dog.
G&G did build one that has its own dog wash, right? Cool. So they can do if you can dream it, they can build it.
It's custom. So if you say, I want this. Now, going into that, what are you thinking of those super luxury laundry rooms? I mean, it's weird. They've gone crazy.
Okay, so when I walk into that laundry room though, this sounds cliche, but I actually would want to do the laundry there, right? So I want to go in, do my stuff, because I have a place to fold it.
I think it makes it better.
Most people, I think, are doing their laundry like the rest of the world on their kitchen table.
Kitchen table, dump it on my bed so I don't forget about it.
And then you take it up and you put it on the treadmill you haven't used in 4 years.
I'm not much of a folder myself, so I like to pick things out as I go.
That's right.
Be like, oh, it's wrinkled. Let me throw it in the dryer again.
Yeah. And so this luxury piece, this also feeds into, they want the security, right? So the security systems and all of that have to be on point. But this seclusion. So most of the spots that G&G builds on is like a 2-acre plot.
Cool.
Right? Or more, right? So it can be set back a little bit. You have this nice wide driveway that leads you back. There's only one way in and out, of course, is the drive, but you have this extra added security piece on just the driveway, right? And then you have all of this land in the back. So he also does pools. He can do pool rooms,
outdoor kitchens.
Outdoor kitchens are included.
Oh,
so he has
a big patio and outdoor kitchen is already attached with your home build.
Almost all of his patios are length of the house. Right. So, and these are 5,000 square foot homes. So, and they're long.
Way to do it.
Right. So it's very, very good. It's very long. There's 4, big ass fans, or I don't think they're actually big ass, right? But they're.
I call them Costco fans. If you ever look up in Costco and see those gigantic, it's like every time I see a big.
I just love the name Big Ass Fan. It's a great company
Costco
name.
fan sounds better to me.
Okay. All right. Well, it keeps you cool.
Every time, oh, that's a Costco fan.
That's right. Well, these are nice, luxurious.
But yeah, which
black,
is great. You need to have on your patio in Houston anyways. You got to keep air flowing.
Yeah. And it opens up to the backyard. And this one in particular is sitting basically on another almost acre behind it. Right.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
Pine trees, all of that kind of great stuff. This is, there's this kind of luxury is what I'm trying to say, right? The kind that you walk in and you can forget about this thing happening or this thing going wrong or not even
luxury
worry about
should be. So that's what luxury I think should be. Yeah, you made all your money, you got a world of business, you need a place to is your retreat.
But there's so much trash that looks good in a picture that is going for $750,000, $1 million.
That's
right?
craftsmanship nowadays.
It is craftsmanship, right? And I'll go out there and say that most of it, if you're going to spend that kind of money, you expect a certain level of finish, right? You don't get that. Now, it'll look like you do. I walked into a 1.5 maybe 6 months ago because I was selling a 1.2 down the street. This is million. So it's selling at 1.2 million. And I walked into the 1.5 down the street and they had LVP flooring.
Oh, really?
So if you have a $1.5 million house, I do not want to see vinyl plank in your floor.
You want real wood.
I want real wood.
Tile.
Or engineered wood.
Yeah.
Right? A nice, beautiful engineered wood.
Something that looks good though, but nothing that's going to break, nothing that's going to...
And it's got a wood top on it. I want tile, right?
Yeah.
I don't want LVP.
No.
The whole base floor was LVP.
So what, you spent all the money and you cheap it on the floors? Or what?
Yeah, what happened?
Goodness gracious.
They had a wall of windows on the back. They had this nice secondary walkout on the front of the house. Great.
That was at 1.5, you said?
That was at 1.5.
So hear me out, going back to what you were talking. What would be like the price range of these G&G cool custom builds? Obviously, they're all custom.
Yeah.
So it's going to differ, but what's your average that...
I think your base for something that you're going to want, right, is going to look at probably your base is going to sit somewhere around 1.5.
That's for you building?
Yeah, for like a G&G home.
So what would be your resale? So say someone got in it 10 years later, and then you're selling. You know,
your base is 1.5.
Wow.
So your actual cost, more than likely, is going to be somewhere around 2. So 2 million is probably a much more accurate.
Is this...
Now, keep in mind, this is a 45 to 5,000 square foot home, right? Yeah. On 2 acres, or maybe a little bit less, maybe a little bit more. And these fit and finishes. So Thermador, everything.
I'm spending $2 million. I want it to have that.
Well, the Thermador fridge alone is built into the wall, and you just push on it, and it.
Oh, those are those cool hidden ones that like hide in the cabinets.
Yeah,
I like those.
Oh my God, I love them.
So then, if you're going to spend that kind of money in Houston, it looks like that's the way you need to be going.
Yeah. So yes, I agree. Call me. Call G&G. Mm-hmm. So 2 million is that point. Here's the point I wanted to make: is that 1.5. I guarantee you, they built it for 500, and they cheaped out on everything.
Well, then it also could have just been the area took off, right? And then that made the price go up because you are nicer than your neighbors and you're in a really desirable area.
That one wasn't a resale.
Oh.
That was a brand new build.
Oh, even
I
worse.
had a resale.
Even worse than. Yeah.
So my resale, the 1.2 resale was way better.
Well, sometimes, you know, you'll see they'll put these numbers on it and it's a mind game.
Yeah.
Yeah. He gets it.
For sure.
But that's a fine line to play too in itself because then you could have one sitting forever on the market. It'll never sell, but sometimes when you put that million on it, it'll give it extra prestige. It looks
a little better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like you should get harsher when you get that higher, but I feel like it tricks everyone.
Well, you have certain expectations when you're spending that kind of money. What's funny is the person who's looking in that price range, what I've found is in the 750 to like to under 1.5. They are very particular about the exact things that are inside that home, right?
Sure.
So I like this stove, but it's not good enough. I want this other stove. I like the hood, but the hood's not good enough. And I like I love the lighting that you have in the bathroom and in the living room, but it doesn't quite match the thing that's happening up in the other room, right? I need everything to match. It's very particular. And if you're spending that kind of money, you should be particular. Let me say this. However, once you get into that 1.5 plus, it is less like I want to nitpick and make sure that this thing matches this other thing, and more of, is this house the legacy that I want to leave?
Oh. Well, it sounds like from everything you told me, I wouldn't mind leaving that.
Yeah, exactly.
It is. It's a legacy. On my own plot of land, I'm a big land guy. On a plot of land, and then because I really can live on 10 acres in a shack, but 10 acres and that, you'd want that, good. And it sounds like it would last. It's not going to break down. It's something you could pass down.
Yeah,
something.
Yeah. And finally, in Houston, there's this builder who actually cares.
Yeah,
right.
They're not just putting it up super fast and getting on with it, moving on to the next.
And they care about every single detail. And more than that, they care so much about the buyer that they want this home to be their legacy. They want them to walk through
now,
this
do you
with
think,
their life.
Do you think this, so say they start getting real busy, say they start getting super popular, do you think that craftsmanship will stay as long as they grow?
I do. And there's one very valid reason for that.
Why is that?
There's a cap.
Oh, okay.
So
So they can't get too big.
It's limited, right?
Okay.
So we're limiting, working with them. The limit is going to be 8 to 12 homes a year.
Forever? Or they're never going to want to scale
right
it?
now, that's what we're looking at, right?
But that way it keeps their craftsmanship super good. Better than good, obviously. It keeps it luxurious.
It keeps a luxurious, amazing. It's an experience, is what it is. And I'm passionate about it, but it's because I truly believe it.
Well, it sounds like they care about what you're paying for.
Yeah, for sure. They care about it almost to a detriment, right? Where they care so much that they are willing to go in, the builder himself, right? Not the subcontractors, not everybody there. He will go in himself and go, okay, that light switch is tilted 5 degrees.
Before the homeowner, before the person building even sees it himself, he's judging himself.
While he's walking through it just to walk through it.
I like it. I mean, exactly. Instead of having the homeowner come check at the house, see how it's going. Oh, I noticed that. Just like anyone that builds.
Yeah.
You already have the builder, the main guy, the owner.
Yeah.
He's out there nitpicking.
And he's the one nitpicking it.
Yeah, which is great.
And he's like, listen, I can't put my name on this if it's anything less than perfect.
Well, that's probably what we need right now with probably more builders, which is why I think the smaller works. Because, of course, your subcontractors, they're going to get all the work done. They're going to do everything. But you need someone that comes in before the customer and they're picking. I like it. He doesn't want to put his name on something that.
Yeah.
That's great.
It's so good.
Today, I want to talk about a local Fort Bend staple. It goes back years and years and years. Guy Fieri even came out to this and put it on his Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives show.
And what's that place called?
Bob's Taco Station. And boy, is it good. Is it good. They have all different types. I mean, really, every different type of taco.
Their breakfast tacos are, I would say, bar none, the best breakfast tacos in the area.
We're calling them the best. I like them.
I think that they are the best.
There's a lot of competition in Houston, but boy, they're good. You know, one time when I went there, I got a cow's tongue breakfast taco.
Cow's tongue.
Cow's tongue. You can see the taste buds.
If cow's tongue is not your thing, and it's not going to be for everybody, they also have menudo, which also may not be your thing. Which is cow's stomach.
Every different type of great chorizo. I'm a big chorizo guy.
Their chorizo is good. Their honestly just their bacon, egg, and cheese. I think it's called the John.
Yeah, because they have the cool names for all their tacos.
They got the cool names. Bob still works there.
It is. Yeah, it's still family run.
Yeah.
It's still everything. They've grown big. They have a national following. I've never gone in there and seen it empty. And I like how they support local. They have all the high schools around the area hanging up in there. All their history is hanging up. It's really a cool place. Highly recommend it. While you're out there, you can check out the cool downtown Rosenberg.
Yes. They have a plethora of things to do down there. There's the old railroad museum that's down there.
The soda fountain.
The
Railroad Cafe. And then you have people come from all over to antique there.
That's right.
Rosenberg is one of the most slept on little historic downtowns, I think, in Houston.
I think it's really great. It's you get that small town feel without the I guess the push from outsiders, right? It's easy to go like, let's build our downtown to make it feel like old town.
True. No, this has been there. And then now you're seeing all the development coming around it. And then now they have a community center that's a historic downtown it's got all of it. I mean, it's really stayed true to what made it Rosenberg.
That's right. And so go to Bob's for breakfast. Then go start antiquing. Then go to Bob's for lunch because their enchilada plate is amazing.
Oh, I haven't had it.
It's so
I only
good.
go for breakfast. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Breakfast, antique, go back for lunch, and then go to the Railroad Museum.
And don't try and go there for dinner because they're closed.
No, but you can go get a soda pop at the soda fountain and get a meal.
A traditional soda. Where
they do the syrup and the soda water.
Yeah. Oh my god.
They mix it right in front of you. You go sit at the bar. It is old school, like a soda bar.
And they make it with phosphate. Yeah. Right. So you can get a phosphate soda. It's so good.
Another good place we might want to throw in on it is you do have the voted best burger in Fort Bend County right across the street at 2M's Burger.
I just call it M&M's.
It is. I think so. 2M's is the name of it, but that is voted the best burger in Fort Bend County.
Yeah, it's like a drive-in.
So, we're actually now going to shout out the whole area just because there's just too much.
Well, there's way too much that goes on in Rosenberg.
I like Bob's. I like Rosenberg.
Okay, so dinner at M&Ms.
Might as well.
At 2 M's.
M&Ms.
That's right.
Yeah, you get it all. And you
Yeah.
get a full day of shopping, a full day of sightseeing.
So good.
And you're right, and it's only, 15 minutes away from Sugar Land, 30 minutes away from Houston?
Shop local. Go to Rosenberg. All right, Ashton, we are here in Keller Williams Southwest. We are getting ready to play a game. We're going to spend $15,
Oh, no.
and you are going to build your dream life.
This is like the $15 that you'll see on social media, right?
Right.
This is where you're going to price things off. So it's going to not
That's
actually
right.
like me $15 in the real world.
No, so you have $15 to spend.
Okay.
I'm going to give you 4 categories.
Okay.
Okay? You are going to pick one of those, and that's how much money you're going to spend. And then we'll go to the next category. You only have $15.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
All right, first category is your house.
Uh-huh.
This is your dream life. Okay?
How many options do I get?
You get 5 per.
Okay.
$1, $2, $3, so on.
Okay.
All right, for $1, you can get a cardboard box behind the Shell station off Bissonnette.
I'm good.
For $2, you can have a 1-bed, 1-bath, 800 square foot shack in Alvin.
Okay.
For $3, you get a new build 2,200 square foot house in Tamaron.
Okay.
For $4, you get a 5-bed, 5-bath house in River Oaks. Or for $5, you get a 100-acre compound in Fulshire.
Oh, man. But see, I don't know what I'm going to spend my money on later.
You don't.
This is blind ranking right
You
now.
don't.
This
I
is-
have a feeling you're going to go with Bissonnette. I mean, that cardboard box,
No,
Bissonnette's got lots of friends you can make.
they're not going to be very friendly to me, I don't
They
think.
might. Depends on how much money you have to spend. Google it if you want.
You know what? Yeah, just Google that area. Let me, the shack almost sounds appealing.
The shack in Alvin?
Well, it depends. Am I getting it on 100 acres in Alvin?
No, you're getting it on like 500 square foot. It's an 800 square foot
Let's
house.
go River Oaks. I'm taking $4. I'm going to
Okay.
be a big spender out the gate.
$4, River Oaks, 5-bed, 5-bath. Your next one is your vehicle. What are you going to drive? You got $1, a 2007 Nissan Altima with a permanent check engine light and one missing hubcap. You've got
Very descriptive.
It is very descriptive. Number 2, my Nissan Altima, by the way, has a permanent check engine light on.
With the missing hubcap.
Doesn't have a missing hubcap.
Describing your car.
I am. It's just mine. Number 2, $2 is a golf cart, Suburban Dad Life. So just a golf cart. $3 is a lifted King Ranch truck. $4 is a Mercedes G-Wagon. And $5 is an exotic weekend car collection.
Oh, collection. But I'm living in River Oaks, so really the golf cart could work because everything I need is in River Oaks.
It could work, but keep in mind, you got to go to work and all that. This is your dream life.
Give me the King Ranch.
The King Ranch.
So I'm at
Lifted
$7.
King Ranch, you're at $7. That's right.
3 more categories.
And you still have
$8.
$8 left.
Oh, we're good. Oh, I'm
right.
getting this right.
You ready?
Yeah.
Career lifestyle.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Number $1 is night shift manager at a dying retail store.
While I'm living in River Oaks driving my King Ranch.
Yep, that's right. That's right. So you'll still be able to pay for it.
Yeah.
$2 is full-time content creator fighting the algorithm.
Hey, it's something I struggle with every day.
It's a grind, bro.
I do it anyways, and that's not even my full-time job. So.
All right, $3 is a top producing realtor.
Okay.
$4 is an oil and gas exec. And $5 is retired wealthy by 40.
Nah, I don't need to be retired if I'm living in River Oaks and driving my King Ranch. I got the life, so we'll take that one out. I don't want to be the night shift manager. I mean, it sounds cool, kind of, but
At a dying retail store.
I'm in between.
You're essentially a Blockbuster employee.
So if I have $8 more.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead. Ooh, that means if I go 3, then I'd have to pick G cheap on the next 2. Let's go. I'll be a content creator. I'll fight the algorithm daily. I do
Okay.
that anyways in my real estate journey. So
Okay.
yeah.
So $2 content creator. And you still have
I'm obviously doing pretty good.
$6 left.
Yeah. And I'm doing pretty good
You're
at my
staying
content.
in River Oaks.
Yeah.
You have a King Ranch truck. and you're a content creator. All right, bonus perk.
Okay.
$1 free gas station hot dogs for life.
Okay.
You can get them on Bissonnet. $2, never sit in Houston traffic again.
Okay.
$3, you get a private chef. $4, you get perfect weather year round. And $5, unlimited free childcare. Now, you don't have a child right now, but you're living in River Oaks and you're driving a King Ranch and you're a content creator.
I'll probably be having quite a few of
There
them.
might be a few coming. There might be a
Living
few.
in River Oaks? Probably.
This is what I'm saying.
Yeah, let's go. So I got $6 left.
That's right.
Maybe I can be under budget too.
You could pick multiple of these bonus perks with that $6.
Yeah, is that my last one?
Yeah, that's your last one.
Oh, with $6 left?
Yeah, bro.
Oh,
I think you hit this one on the head.
I think I did too. This is it. Yeah, I'm living a good life.
You really are.
Okay, let's go. You're right, man. I could do something. Give me the private chef.
Okay, $3.
Yeah, I need one in my River Oaks. I gotta have my private
You gotta have your private chef. You have 3 more.
I'm good on the gas station hot dogs. I like the no traffic. Perfect. Yeah, give me the. I'll save $1. Give me never sit in Houston traffic again.
Okay, you've got a private chef. You never sit in Houston traffic ever. And you know what? I'm gonna throw the free hot dogs in for
free?
the $1 because you already had it anyway.
Oh, look at that.
There you go. So you're living in River Oaks, driving a King Ranch. You are a content creator. You get free hot dogs for life, and you got a private chef.
And
For when you don't want to eat the fancy food.
Yeah, this is great.
You got the hot
I think I just nailed that.
I think you killed it.
That was good.
Great job.
Dude, that's what I need to do. That was blind ranking too.
That was a killer
good.
rank. I anticipated you going for a $5 early.
Yeah, no, I tried to be good. I've played these enough on social media in my head to know you got to budget early, spend later.
Spend later. Yeah. Man, you killed it.
Because what was the first one? Oh, yeah. The 100-acre compound really could have got me. But I'll take River Oaks.
Because I was thinking 100-acre compound. That's pretty great.
I mean, that's pretty awesome.
That's pretty amazing.
And Fulshear, too. You know how expensive that land is with everything developing around it?
Real nice.
But River Oaks, I mean, come on. That's just a pedigree in Houston.
No, I agree. Running off of that, you're living in River Oaks. Most people in River Oaks, or at least the outsiders, would consider those people successful. Right?
For sure.
You're talking $1 million homes. You're talking super nice cars. It's where all of the really high-end dealerships are. All the high-end
Really where the who's who lives.
Yeah. If you have money, you're living in River Oaks. Oil execs, they all live in River Oaks. Ted Cruz lives in River Oaks. Dennis Rodman lives in River Oaks.
I was looking through a list the other day of people that were living in there. It's like one. I wish I could remember them all. It's like one after the other after the other. And
it's a status symbol, man. So what defines success, though? For you, I'm interested. So, and we'll kind of go back and forth. What defines success for you, Ashton St. Jean?
Well, I don't need a life with all that River Oaks and all that kind of stuff. I don't need the bougie. I like to be able. Success to me would be to not be wanting. I feel like to not be. Yeah, you'll always want something. When I say not needing, really being able to take care of myself and my presumable family someday, and not having to want. Being all of our needs being taken care of.
Okay,
I can live a simple life. I don't need all the high rise and all that good stuff. But
so typically, the more quote unquote success you have, let's put it like this: the more money you make.
Success in my head is money, though. It's always going to be money.
Okay, that's good to know, right?
I mean, money, business wise, success is money. Personally, if you have a good, a family, Christian values, all that kind of stuff, it goes both ways.
But the more money you make, historically, what we see is that your lifestyle changes according to how much money you make, right? So you get into the bigger house because now you can afford it, but that also comes with its own caveats, right? So when you need to repair something, it's more expensive. You drive a better car than you would have because now you can afford it, right? And again, repair costs or upkeep costs or whatever it is, that also increases, right? Because that's how much it costs to keep up that lifestyle, as they say. I'm not saying these are like keeping up with the Joneses type situations. What I'm saying is that these are when people buy status symbols, I think that that's a trap. But if you're buying a Ferrari or a Lamborghini and you're driving it 4 times a year because you feel like you have to in order to keep up with the Joneses, that's different.
That's wrong.
Right?
No, I think you spend the money because it's not as a status. Like if I make the money, I want to be able to use it for. What's the point of working hard if we're not going to enjoy it?
No, I agree with that.
Yeah, we work hard because you want to be able to take care of your people and enjoy what you worked for. Otherwise, what's the point of working?
Well, here at KW, we have a thing that we talk about called your big why, right? So why do you get up in the morning? Why do you work? Why do you do any of this that we do, right? So why do we go out and bust our butts for 18 hours a day? And what is the payoff? What are we working towards? My why has been the same since the day that I started in real estate, which is I want my wife to not have to work if she doesn't want to. And I want my kids to be able to pick and choose what they want to do and money not be the factor, right? So now that dollar amount to me might be different for that dollar amount for you, right? But once that dollar amount is satisfied, I think that feels successful to me, right? That is success.
But then what is after that?
After that, it is maintaining that.
You want to maintain it, or are you not going to push for more?
It's always growth, right? So it's always going to be growth.
Now, are you pushing for more because, okay, you make all that money, so your expenses are going up too.
We make that money and the expenses go up, so you have to maintain that.
You maintain that, and then the more you make, it's sadly, I wish, hopefully the more money I make can stay at my simple life. But this is me as a single 24-year-old right now. The most money I spend is when I go out to eat and get a couple drinks with my friends,
Right.
If I'm spending $100, that's a...
And this is why I wanted to talk to you about it, because we're at 2 vastly different points in our life.
And so right now, like my big why was probably, it's still something I struggle to find. Right now, my big why, I guess, is just I want to build a life for me at this moment. I don't have people depending on me, things like that. I don't have a wife. I don't have kids. I don't have a big house monthly payment, all that kind of stuff. So it is just being able to set myself up to have that all one day.
But I truly believe that this is the same. It doesn't matter the price point, the dollar amount, the take-home pay. This is the same in every sector of the market, every sector of life, right? So for a lot of people, success is measured by dollar amount, right? How much am I bringing home?
I think that probably is the best way. I mean, really, it should be happy. Am I happy? Well, guess what? What makes people happy? Typically, not having financial struggles, you are happier.
I can agree with that.
Yes.
So that would decrease that stress level. Right?
Yes.
Not having to worry about where the next dollar is coming from is immense.
So it all goes into, you want to take care of your family. What do you need to take care of your family? Money.
Right.
You want to not be having to wait for the next check. What do you need? Money.
Right.
As bad as it sounds for what a success to find of it, I also want to bring something into my faith. I think if I'm successful, I have to hold my same faith in God and still be able to still be able to hold that and be like, maybe God's plan for me isn't to be super rich and super successful. It's just to be a steady guy that loves God and loves his family and stuff like that,
I think I'm going to harken back to something that your dad had said.
Really?
Which is, there's a Bible verse that says, money is the root of all evil. That's not the whole verse. The whole verse is the love of money is the root of all evil.
Yes.
Right? So chasing the dollar to chase the dollar, right? That is the evil
Loving
part.
the money, greed, is where you have the sin.
The greed of it, right? Your dad had put this to me in a different way, though, which was money is good for the good that it does. Mm-hmm. So using the money as a tool and not the goal.
As long as you're giving,
that's the tool.
Yeah.
Right? So being able to give back where you want to give back. Being able to invest where you want to invest. Like I said, being able to
provide.
Allowed my kids to not have to choose between 4 different things because money was the issue.
No.
Right? I want time to be the issue. So we'll never get more time, right? So every second that we spend on this earth is one less second that we're going to have, right? And we can never, ever get it back. Money comes and goes, ebbs and flows, right? So chasing the money is, in my eyes, is always going to be an issue. I always try to chase the satisfaction of my customers, my clients, my in business, my customers and my clients, right? Making sure that they are satisfied with what they are getting, what they have, what they want, what they need. And then the money will come.
That's what I was going to say. I think when you start thinking of it like that, start thinking about caring about other people and things, the money will come.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just did a deal for free because these people were in a tough spot. They needed every penny that they could get, and they felt bad. They never asked me to pay anything in, right, or give them my commission or anything. But I go, listen, you guys have been there with me in the past. I want to pay this forward.
I think if you take care of people, you get taken care of back. I'm big on, like, when I'm with people and they can't afford, food or something, or it's just down on the month, I take care of them. When I have money, I'll go ahead and just take care of anyone.
Yeah.
It's honestly sometimes a little reckless, but it's also,
yeah, that's right.
At times it is, but I also just have that. When I have the money, I want everyone else to be happy with me.
I think that's the big piece, right? And so beyond the family piece, one of my favorite things to do is to pay for somebody else's McDonald's or Starbucks or, something small, but just something to put a smile on their face.
For sure.
Right? So they can go out and create more joy somewhere else.
Now, sometimes it is a little reckless to me, myself, because I'll probably do it for people that, it makes me think maybe I'm doing it for the wrong people. Because what happens when I've been down bad before too. And then, man, I can't get you to buy me a Happy Meal or something when we go out or whatever.
That's right.
But then it also bothers me that I even think that way, because it shouldn't be, I'm doing this because I know you'll get me back.
Right.
No, I want to take care of you. But then that's really just find out who's good people and who's not. Some people will take advantage of you.
Yeah, and they will.
And it's a battle. I'm a people pleaser. I love to take care of people, and I've been taken advantage of, but it's just my giving heart. When I have it, I want everyone else to feel it too.
So I used to work for a church, and at that church, churches are rife with theft, by the way.
I'm sure. It's a lot of cash.
Every church that I've ever worked at, they get things stolen. Not just cash, but like they'll go and rob like the lawnmowers or whatever. And so one thing that it wasn't ever told to me or taught to me or anything like that, but one thing that I just kind of noticed was there are people that will steal. Okay, that's a part of life. There are people that will steal from poor people. Okay, it's a part of life. There are people that will steal from a charity that is trying to do things for the community that person lives in.
Yeah.
It dumbfounds me, right? Here's my point, though, and it's a statement that I've always said. If you need to steal from, in this case, a church, you need it more than the church does. That doesn't mean don't go after them and talk to them and try and get this thing back or take them to court or do whatever just to become whole again. But if you're so down bad,
you have to rob a church?
that you have to rob a church, regardless of your feelings for that church. But you have to rob let's call it a nonprofit, in order to do what? There's no end scenario there.
I don't know.
The
type of people that are robbing churches or nonprofits, I don't know what that's between them and God, really.
Right. Because they're not going to go after you, more than likely. But that is just such a crazy thing to think about when you could have just walked in the front door.
You could have walked in the front door and told someone about your struggles, and somebody would have taken care of you 9 times out of 10.
Yeah.
And that.
Yeah.
Just because that's the kind of people that are going to be in those situations.
Right.
And then you don't have to be stealing. You're not going to have to worry. I guess they're not going to come after you. Who knows?
Right.
But the people in those changes, I hear stories nonstop. They weren't going in asking. You just go in and ask someone to pray for you. And guess what? The power of prayer does work. You have the people that are thinking that want to help you there.
And they'll point you in the right direction, right? Yeah. So let's take all this back, though. So we kind of digressed a little bit. So coming back to
get too deep.
I know, right? We got a little too off topic. But success to me, right, looks like a stable home life, right? An ability to not worry about the bills, right? Which I know a lot of people struggle with. And an ability to be happy. Now, I struggle with one or all of those things on any given day.
Well, sure.
Right? Just like everybody
But
else.
success to you isn't living in a mega mansion on 25 acres and...
I also don't think that it's a destination.
No.
I don't think success is a destination.
Well, I think if you're ambitious enough, once you hit your initial success, you want another success. Like,
Right. You want to continue growing.
I mean, that's how we have to grow. You hit one goal, okay, your goal wasn't strong enough. You need to have a higher goal and stuff like that.
And I think that this success, as we talk about it, is measured in the journey. It's not measured in the end destination.
No.
Ever. Because if you hit that goal that you thought that you loved, right, you're going to find things that you don't love about that goal.
For sure.
Right? I want a jet ski. Right? Oh, great. Now I got a jet ski. Oh, I forgot that I need a trailer. Okay, now I got a trailer.
Or the maintenance to deal
Or a maintenance. Or
you know what they say about boats, bust out another 1,000. So once you buy one, it's every year.
My favorite's just, it's a hole in the water that you throw money into.
That's good. Oh, my dad preaches bust out another 1,000 though with his boat.
That's boats, man.
Bust out another 1,000.
Boats and horses. Those are these two things that you just throw money at and you don't get anything back in
horses,
return.
you could maybe get something in return.
Like what?
You start showing them, they pay good bills.
I ain't got time to show no horses.
Well, I mean, yeah, but we're also men. We like things like that and throw things out.
I'd rather just ride it.
I'm not gonna lie. As bad an investment a boat is, I want a boat.
Yeah, you rent a boat.
As bad an investment as riding some horses is, I want some horses.
You rent a horse.
No.
You buy a house.
No,
you rent a boat.
But if you're ever in that stage, I think it's all right to have a couple stupid investments. If you're going to enjoy them, if you get use out of them, think about it like this. If you buy a boat and every weekend during the summer, you and your family are out on that boat using it, you're getting what you paid for out of it.
You're investing. You're investing your time in your family. Right? You're investing your time.
But even, okay, say it's not at the family. Say just you. This is how you relax, though. Say after a long week, I just want to go put my boat on the water, fish, ride up and down, just do anything.
I would argue that you're investing in yourself.
So then it goes out. I mean, then every just thing with horses. You know, some people are probably thinking the same thing with horses. Are they bad investments financially? 100%.
Yeah, but most people don't do that. Most people go and they buy a boat and then they take it out the first month in June and then they let it sit and rot in their backyard.
Well, it only has issues when you use it a lot,
9 months. And then you go, oh man, I want to take the boat out again. Well, I better take it to the shop, blah, 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 blah. And then you did go, well, that's too expensive to fix. I need to go and I'll just put it in the backyard again. And then it rots in your backyard.
Yeah.
I don't like boats.
I like boats.
I like being on them. I like fishing, but I'm not going to buy one.
I like doing it. I like being behind them, on them, everything. I do. Like, I like to wakeboard. I like to fish. I like to sit on them and drink a couple beers. It's great.
Give me a car any day of the week. I'll take a car.
Anyway. Cars are bad investments too.
Yeah, I know.
And especially now, that brings me to one thing. Did you know our cars nowadays will never be classic?
Well, why?
I was thinking about it. I was really in deep thought about it. Your cars that are classics now that were way back when, they don't have all the technology it is. What, in 30 years, you think your CarPlay is going to be working in your car?
No, I think that you're going to have some classics, right? Just like the old days.
But they're too classics. They didn't have all the technology. That technology can last. Our technology, these touch screens and all this crap they put in cars, is it cool in the moment? Yeah. But in 30 years, none of that's going to work.
All right, well, if we're just going to say that then we can just say that about, you know how the luxury piece is at $750,000? A classic car is considered 30 years old. So you can just buy an 88 Honda Accord and call it a classic. And now it's a classic car.
Well, no, but
boom, classic cars.
I'm just talking about no. I'm saying like this. Look, if we're talking a classic, okay. So if I go get a Corvette, a 2026 Corvette right now, in 2056, that car ain't gonna be a classic.
If every dentist in the world didn't own one, I would say it might.
They don't. No, they won't. The technology just will not last. Your touchscreens and your CarPlay, there's going to be something new that won't even be feasible. The cars that we see now, that are classics,
but I think there will be classics. It's just a different. It's not what you're envisioning.
Not the classic we think of right now. Like you're not going to see a Chevelle or something like that. You know?
No, but I think that you're going to see something running on like old tech, just like now people like Nintendos, right? That's super old tech, and it is a classic console.
They like Nintendos now?
They love Nintendos. I mean, they're collector's items.
I had a Game Boy and everything, but
and if you have an old original Game Boy, it is worth far more now than when you bought it. So
absolutely no way.
Yeah, if it's in good shape, especially if you have the box of the papers, it's the exact same. So, but it's very specific things. No one's going to buy a ColecoVision for that same amount. But if you have a Nintendo that's in the original box, original papers, and you have it really, really good shape, it's old tech. That's all it is. And this is going to be the same way. So it's going to have, someone is going to be nostalgic for that screen when it pops up and it makes that little doo-doo-doo-doo. It's just like an old computer.
I'm right in there. My CarPlay craps out on me right now. What's it going to be like?
It's going to suck. And you know what? Someone's going to go, man, you remember how I could never get this CarPlay to work? I feel so nostalgic about it.
I don't know. That's something I was just really thinking about, man.
Nostalgia is funny.
I love nostalgia, man, but it's just...
It's a funny thing.
I don't even think your automatic windows last too long.
Yeah, just because it breaks doesn't mean it's not going to be a collector item. I guarantee you that most of those cars that are on that block...
they're probably not as crafted as well anymore.
At Barrett-Jackson, those cars are all redone. They're all retooled. It's not like that's all 100% original parts, original labor, original everything, and it still works. There's no way. It doesn't have the original oil in it.
Well, see, that would be the only time that I think a car would be a good investment. But other than that, you lose money on it right when you get off the lot.
I think the only way to be successful in that is to give it time. You got to give it time.
All right. Well, then let's just stockpile.
Stockpile time. All right. Hey, thanks for joining us today. Like, follow, subscribe, do all of the good things. Go to countrymancan.com. By the way, big shout out to G&G Designs LLC. Go to ggdesignsllc.com. Check out all of their new builds. It's pretty great. You're going to be real impressed. Go to Countryman Homes. I'm everywhere at Countryman Homes. Mayor Ashton St. Where are you at?
I'm on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, the same old things. YouTube is Mayor Ashton of Fort Bend. Everything else is just Ashton St. Jean, just like it sounds.
All right. And drop your $15 lifestyle in the comments. Mm-hmm. I'd love to see what everyone else
Let's see what you guys like. Yeah. And I don't know if you can beat what I just did, though.
Probably not.
I mean, I got a freebie free hot dogs, too, in there.
The hot dogs are probably the biggest one. All right. Stay loud. Stay local. Stay Southwest.
See you next week.